Got our stream elements.
Yeah.
Kia ora.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Are we doing this sound test?
Yep.
Sounded all good from what I said.
Can
So.
you hear the music? Is it too loud?
Oh, it's at the right thing. I can just hear it.
Yeah.
Kapai?
Did Zika just do first?
Yeah.
He just went first.
Sorry. Followed by the
Bloody hell,
Zika.
Zika! And followed close behind with the roar from Niz.
From the.
First,
No,
second.
you gotta do it properly. It's exclamation mark tahi. Exclamation.
And exclamation mark mahi.
Hashtag do your job. Kapai. Alright. Friday, we're about to get into it,
Mm-hmm.
We'll do. Okay.
Do your job.
Kapai. Going into intermission now. 3, 2, 1. Mauri ora ki a tātou katoa, e rarau mai ana ki te are mai, ki te kaupapa e tūnei, ko te koropupu tūrua, aka the second boil. Big mihi out to the whānau that have come on board to have a listen to the kaupapa. We have an awesome special guest that's come and join us tonight, representing his whānau. Nā reira e te iwi, ki te rei huri noa, tēnā rā tātou katoa. Let's get into the second boil. Sure. Kia ora.
Let's go.
Dudes. So, massive shout out to everyone that's come to join us on the second board tonight. Okay, I'm one of 3 of your co-hosts at the moment. Matua Native, aka Native Assassin, aka one of the Matuas in the lobby at the moment. One of 2. And I'm going to pass it on to our kohine up in the top corner over there. On you, Choco.
Yoda. So my name is Choco. Thanks for that, Matua. Nice to be back. It's been a vibe, and I'm excited, really excited for today's interview. On to you, bro. Exy.
So for those who don't know me yet, I'm some random play-up dude, but the Ngati Gaming server calls me Axiom Ultra Mega. Again, excited to have our guest on with us who represents this whole whānau, and I'll pass it on to Matua down in the corner to tell us a bit about himself and the whānau he's representing at the moment. So kia ora Matua.
Tēnā koe.
Oh. Kia ora. Whare, te mea tuatai, kia koutou, me mo honore, me ma tūturu, ngā Ngāti Gaming, tēnā koutou, ngā iwi, e tūnei, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I'd just like to, I suppose, say who I am. My name's Joe Phillips, aka Poharaguy. As the lovely people were saying, my whole family are gamers. I've got 5 children, 5 adult children, and they all game. They don't all stream, but they all love to game, including my lovely wife. She's a gamer too, and you may come across her sometime or other during our Twitch time. I've been gaming since the early 90s, and my first console, I'm not too sure if any of you guys were born then, was the Fountain Force 1. And that goes back a few years now, and that was actually my first Lincoln console that I got interested in gaming. Ever since then, I've just been gaming hard out, all sorts of games. We were introduced to online gaming late 90s, and there was a game called Team Fortress Classic, TFC. With myself and my lovely wife, we got into that game, and at that time, there was 3 of my kids around at that time. The 2 eldest were, I think, intermediate age, but they loved it. They kept on looking over our shoulder to try and work out my password to my PC, and eventually they were able to work out what the passwords were. So when I'd be at work, they'd be at home playing on the PC and playing the games. So we actually brought up a whole family of gamers, and I think it's a bit, well, not strange, a bit unique that you can have a whole family of gamers. You know, I've had my kids' mates say to them, "Oh, did your mum and dad play Tamir? Yep. Oh, gee, I wish my parents were like that." And when I come to think of it, people my age have trouble holding their phones. You know, have trouble working their phones. So to see people my age playing games as such, it's a rarity. It's a rarity, I believe. But so that's where we are today. My whole whānau. We're all around. Well, we've got 2 boys out in Brisbane. The rest are here in the mighty Waikato. And the gaming, you know, allows us to get together and chat about first things first, the game that we played at the time. And then all the personal stuff comes in afterwards, and they're like, "Oh, how you been? Oh, how's work?" And to me, say we keep up with each other in that sort of sense. Offline, totally different whānau. Oh, I think we're like everybody else's whānau offline. Yeah, argue and everything under the sun. But online,
usually over nothing, eh?
Yeah.
Before we carry on with our kōrero, tēnei hi ana kia tuku i ngā mihi ki tō kāwa i rangatira e hoa. Nā wano e whai wā kia tau mai ki tēnei hōtaka, ki te whiriwhiri kōrero ai pāna kia koe o tira i tō whānau hoki. Nā runga i tērā o ngā whakaro i te rangatira nau mai hara mai ki Wainganui i a tātou. Me au kupu a tāhua kua whāriki tia ki mu i tō tātou aroaro. Tēnā koe. Wow.
Yeah. I also got to add, bro. I also got to add, like, I did notice how well you handled yourself in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you said, a lot of the people around your age, because I end up having to teach people how to use their stuff. And I was just amazed. You just come in, you know, you got your green screen pop in, and then you're sending stuff without us having to tell you.
Yeah.
That is massive. So yeah, like big ups to you for keeping up with all this stuff, because I can tell it gets confusing, you know, because when you live to a certain age, you know, you've seen things come and go, and this is the next thing to come in, and you're in there and handling it well. My next question is, what game are you clapping all your kids on? Like, have you got a game where you're the dominant one and they're all gunning for dad, or what? And I gotta let you know, they can't rebut, so you can say whatever you like.
Yeah.
You know, I still need to think as to what I say. I still have to watch what I say.
It's okay, I'll just ban them in chat.
No longer. I'm just too bloody slow. My reactions are way too slow to try and keep up with my kids at any game. Once upon a time ago, I was, but no. But now I just sit back most of the time and just watch their streams when I get the opportunity to. Yeah, but hopefully that answered your question. Axel?
For the whānau that don't know, because your whole whānau pretty much stream, is that correct? Almost all of you?
Minus my wife and minus our second daughter.
How did if you don't mind me asking, how did that all come about? Like, what's the history behind that, and how you guys got into it? Because I find that really interesting.
All right, okay. I think it all started when my wife and I started going online and playing
nice!
online multiplayer games online. Like I was saying, my kids then were intermediate age.
Yeah.
We were quite strict as to, well, no, you can't go online yet. You know, you're not old enough. There's too much radu online.
Yep.
So they
I'm
just
like
kept...
that too.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Yeah, because have you seen the comms on games? Yeah, well done, Matua. Have you seen the comms on games?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I can't imagine what Team Fortress was like, but if it's anything like Overwatch, it's pretty salty and pretty not for kids, is it? Or was it?
No, it was a capture the flag type game. And the kids, well, tell you now, my eldest son, Jermax, when he eventually got onto the game, he was way better than anybody here in New Zealand. You know, that's how bloody awesome he was. And there was a point there that I ended up running one of the clans. I became the leader of a clan. And because our son was too young then, my wife said, no, he can't play the game. I kept on trying to convince her. But no, he's the best player in the bloody game at the moment. We should be getting him in there now. So I had to basically fight my wife to get my son onto my clan because he was that good. He was that bloody good.
Quick before we move on, Ehua, just for the chat to know, can we know the names or the streamer names or the names of your tamariki that are on here, so we know who you're representing?
Yeah, no, can't wait. My eldest son, Jermax, he's getting back into streaming again. Jermac with a Z. My second eldest is my daughter.
Mods, can we get shoutouts for these, please, as well? Hare tonu.
Yeah, Jermax. My second eldest, the daughter, she doesn't stream. She loves the game though. She's quite competent in a lot of the games she plays. That's Rongo's. Silly thing she was telling me earlier on that she doesn't stream, but she's got a lot of followers. So I said, well, do you want me to talk about you? She goes, no, whatever, Dad. You know what you're gonna say, so no, can't complain.
5 away from 50, so easy affiliate if she decides to.
5 away from 50. Yeah, well, that might change your mind. My third child is, as everybody in the Ngāti Gaming knows, Nizet.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's the newest one to game. All my other kids were hard into it, and Nizet was the one that resisted as long as she could. She didn't want to get into games. She didn't want to. But we eventually...
stories, eh?
Yeah, we eventually got her around, and now, it's becoming a part of her life.
Or Niz has been corrupted by her whānau.
Yes.
Yeah, the cool thing about Niz too is that she's got her own niche and just the way that she's been, especially with when she took over Sound Battles to help support pros, she did an amazing
good job.
Yeah. An amazing job with that. Shout out to
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the way she handled all the problems, I think Pride got one of those problems over like a course of 2 months. She got them all in one night and still managed.
Yeah.
Big ups. Had the no voting, had the no sound, had the broken website, and still managed.
Yo.
She did amazing.
And then came back for seconds the next day. Let's go.
Let's go.
my fourth child, Joe the Bro. Joe the Bro, he's been actually gaming and streaming the longest out of all of our kids.
Wow.
He's been doing quite well. Had Fortnite on a lockdown, but he's kind of moved on to other games now.
He's
Oh.
cracked. He carries on freaking
Yeah.
Valorant. Bad.
Got
And
the
yes,
strong
that is
shoulders for the carries.
Yep.
He has, yes, he has. And my youngest son, well, he's had a few names, but Johnny Lingo, or Lingo Mate, is what he's known as at the moment. Now he's had
God.
quite a bit of professional gaming as such.
Awesome.
He joined
Oh, nice.
the Lincoln competition over in Melbourne for Fortnite, and he competed in there. He qualified, and he's made himself a little bit of money, not too much, but enough to get him off that amateur status.
Yeah.
Get them on the
Yeah.
stage there, get a
nice.
ranking. Nice.
Yeah. So that's them, and my wife didn't want to say anything about her, but I'll just give her a little plug. Naz, N-A-R-Z. Yeah, her and I, we've been gaming for a long time. In and out of the same clans, in opposite clans, and opposite
Oh,
games.
the opposite clans.
Oh, yeah, we've had some mean arguments after the game, that is. Oh, man. But, yeah, no, it's been all good. It's been all good so far. And that's it.
Wow.
Any
And,
favorite games now?
Sorry?
Any favorite games now for the whānau? Or?
Well, no,
What's
it
your
all
favourite jam?
differs. Yeah, no, it all differs. I play my own game now, the American Truck Simulator. I was playing a bit of WoW for a while there. But the rest of my kids, they what do you call it, play all over the place. They play everything. And you guys know what Lizette does.
They'll be taking up all the Ngāti Gaming voice chats on Valorant with Choco and Prides.
Yeah, carrying us
Going
in the
handy.
games.
now, I am interested to hear. Okay, so we've got you and the tamariki, but who's the queen of the household? Koe.
Well,
Yeah. Who's the
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
runs the show?
Yeah, that'd be my wife. Nas. Yeah. Natalie is the one Lizette, sorry, is the one that keeps everybody on track. With the rest of his siblings and all that.
She gives that vibe.
Aw,
She gives
yeah,
those vibes.
she
And
does.
she
Because
came in
whenever I'm
tonight.
up high in the stream, I can see her rolling her eyes.
Yeah, she came in tonight and said, Dad, they want you to get on there now. Dad, what are you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, no,
good.
she does a lot of work for her siblings in this sort of thing. So she could basically be our managers if we all went blinking professional.
Let's go. That's for manager. Lizette's for.
So it'll be my wife first, and then Lizette will come a close second
Hmm.
with her
Nice.
ability to do things and look after things. Yeah.
And that
Oh.
explains the mana, the wahine within the whānau way. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
huge,
I,
huge me.
that explains a lot because I think my songs I pick are funny, but Niz isn't cracking a laugh or anything. No. So sort of moving on. So I do notice whenever we have song battles, the whānau's coming through a lot. And judging from your guys' song picks, you're quite a musical family. Is there a background there?
Yeah. Oh, they just like the music I like. Really, that's the basis. Nothing too serious when it came to music. But yeah, no, they just love all sorts of music, like I do. We haven't done anything in the sense of like become musicians, all that sort of stuff. No. it's just we like a variety taste of music, and yeah.
Really?
Oh, what have you?
Really?
Oh.
Am I lying about something?
Matua, bro, is it like I say this all the time about our guests? Far too humble.
Exactly.
Far too humble.
Hey,
Yeah.
you listen to some of the song choices that have been brought up by you and your partner. It's like,
Mm.
have a sharp ear. That's all I can say. Is like the whānau have a sharp ear and good taste.
Hard out.
and awesome music,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
Hard out
cool.
natives.
Is there
Natives.
anything else the family does? It's always so close to singing there, Matua.
The cat's out of
Singing
the
in
bag.
general.
Yeah, we belong to our church choir.
Oh.
Myself, my
Wow.
wife, my 2 boys, and the rest of the kids. They come and go when they can. As of late, I used to be the regional choir master for Akarana, and then
I
the
didn't want to have to
regional,
say it myself. Thank you, Matua.
and I was the regional choir master over in Melbourne. So Point Purupi. So yeah,
Wow.
it's kept our vocals busy as such. But I've recently taken a back seat with that mahi due to health reasons and all that sort of stuff. But I still try and keep the old ear in here and there. And yeah, oh, you dragged that one out of me. I didn't think that would come up in a gaming platform.
We like to get into everything there, Matua. I was wondering if I had to quiet myself.
Don't worry,
No, not my brother.
we'll be looking forward to hearing some beautiful tenor notes from your tamariki in the future streams. So,
Yes,
mai,
yes.
wā ta mai. Hey. Enough
Otherwise,
good
I wouldn't. Otherwise, I'd have to send Matua the link to that cover, that cover song from Saturday. You remember that one, eh? Oh, your cam's
yes.
frozen.
My one is it frozen up?
No, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Right.
We're good.
Cool.
Oh man. Fuck, you guys are so established. I was already fangirling. So fangirling means like I was already fangirling over your whānau because they, cracked at games. You guys all stream, you guys all play games, even yourself and your wife. I just was like, man, this whānau is so awesome. Like, I am definitely probably that friend that's like, oh my god, I wish my whānau fucking game like that. Sorry, excuse my language. But yeah, that's so awesome that you guys can sing as well. I would be so keen to see the cover.
That used to like just jack the mic at a karaoke. Just jack the mic at Kohandu. Yeah, and sing even musical whānau, gaming whānau. What don't you do? Oh no.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, all good. Cool.
So moving forward now, just into some kaupapa for you as a Māori here in Aotearoa. What was it like for you growing up? What sort of lifestyle did you live when you were younger?
Well, I grew up in Pukekohe.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Pukekohe.
Right.
And yeah, for myself, wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. There were the odd racial tensions here and there in Puke at that time. I grew up with Māori, all Māori around us. We never learned how to talk Māori. My mum was a teacher. My dad was a council worker. They both knew how to speak Māori fluently, but at that time they weren't willing to pass that on. Yep. So, I don't know when it comes to te reo, koretake. I never had the opportunity to learn it or to be around it all the time. So, yeah, bit disheartening. that I don't, that I lack the level of te reo that I know I should have. So
Yeah, it was the spirit of the times, though. Like
Yeah.
that's how the
Right.
times just
Definitely.
rolled.
It was a generational thing.
Yeah.
So,
it was,
did you spend much time at Ngā Haue Paero?
no, yeah, for tangis and such.
Yeah.
They're like Naho, there was 2 Nahos. They had the original up at Ward Street.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, we used to go there all the time. My old lady loved housing. And every time there was a tangi there, she'd go, well, we don't know the people, but we'll go for the housing and support the kaupapa. So, we always ended up at the maraes for the supporting of the kaupapas and so.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because I used to be a caller for Housing on behalf of my ex-partner's grandmother down at the old RSA. So,
Oh.
yeah. So,
Okay.
but lived over dark side for a couple of years, and
All right.
yeah, I got good memories of Pukekohe.
Oh,
Beautiful
kia ora.
place, beautiful
Yeah,
place.
kia ora. Yeah, my mum used to teach at Poharaguy North School. So we all grew up with the Dark Siders.
Yeah.
We didn't quite stay there. We stayed up the road a bit, but now we grew up with all the Dark Sides. So, yeah, no, I enjoyed the life there, and until it was time to move on, and then we moved to my wife and I. We met at Puki, and then we moved over to Otara and stayed there for a little while.
Kia ora.
And we were at Lappington Road for about 2 years.
Mm.
Moved around Auckland as such, and then after we started having our children, we were able to get a mortgage together, and we moved to Manerua in Randwick Park,
Kia
and that
ora.
was in 1989 was when we moved to Manerua. So my kids are real hard. They've been born and
Yeah.
bred in
Yes, yeah, I can see
Hey.
it dropping. What?
Yeah.
yeah. So well, my 3 eldest kids were born in Manerua, and they grew up there, and
That would
we
have been
were
the
in
days.
Manerua for
Yeah.
about 20 odd years. I think.
That would have
before
been
we
the
moved
days
out.
when Rewa had 2 arcades and the Burger King and all of that back in the days.
Bro, I remember that.
Yes, yes, I remember
Was it the one there, Southmore?
Yeah, there was one in Southmore and one
Southmore,
across the
That's
road.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
One
remember
with
that
all
one
the
across the road.
Daytonas. Yeah, the one with all
Yeah.
the Daytonas. They had like a 8-car setup,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
which was like huge back in the days. No one gives a shit about Daytona now, but it was huge back in the day.
Mm.
I think by then we had scored our first PC. So yeah, we gave up all those games after that and just started playing on the PC.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was my first time on a PC when we moved to Manerua, and met up with guys that I was working with. They were all into PCs and all that. So yeah,
So
just
what were you playing when you first got your PC? Was it just Team Fortress or was it a bit
Team-
older?
Team Fortress Classic and all the Blinken Valve games at the
Ah,
time,
yeah.
because they all used to be part of Steam and all that. So
Were these all games that were on the old floppy disk drives and all of that back
Oh.
in the day? Or before then?
no, it was after that.
Oh, after
Yeah, now the floppy disk drives were back in.
way back.
That would have
Yeah.
been about mid-90s, the Amigas and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those ones. Oh, that's what you meant. Those Blinken 8-inch floppy disk.
Oh, those ones, the C64 ones.
C64.
Yeah. I had one of those too.
Oh.
I was 4 when I was on that.
Yeah, I do not know where that is. My bad. I know what a
Performance
floppy
like
disk is,
that for
though.
Rusty
Nintendo
Gems right
64.
That-
Yes.
Oh, really? Is that how big they were? Were they like really big?
They were really big.
Yeah.
5-inch. Were they 5? Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then
5
you had
inch.
the cassettes too, eh?
Yeah.
You're able to play the games.
And you had to
With the-
rewind the game.
Yeah. And that's where wasn't Defender came out?
Yeah,
On-
Defender was one of them on there.
Yeah.
Was
Uh,
Gallagher another one back in that time?
Oh.
Gallagher couldn't really be done because it was too much.
Yeah.
Was it
It
too
was too
intense?
powerful. Too
Was it?
powerful for the 664.
Too much graphics on that game.
Yeah, but they had to rip off the Doom back there. I remember what was that game? Contra, but the rip off one was Grazer on the old C64. So when
Oh.
I was 4 years old, I used to copy the games, been pirate for a long time.
Nice.
Nice. So PC, and you started with Team Fortress. What a
Yeah.
so for the people who don't know, Team Fortress was. Oh, was it different from Team Fortress 2, or was it more of a what kind was classic?
Yeah, no, Team Fortress Classic. Yeah, it was different actually. Not much different. I mean, a lot of us went over to TF2. You know, when
Yeah.
TC started dying off.
For those who don't know, it's kind of Overwatch before Overwatch.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, lots of people say it's rip-off, but I don't know. It's Team Fortress with the Blizzard polish.
Yes, yes. It was, and the similar game to it at the time was Quake. And we had Quake
Yeah.
Fortress back in those days too. And
Did you play
they
that too? Quake and
oh,
Unreal?
we had a bit of a tutu with that game too. But, yeah.
Ooh.
But we were playing with bloody modems, you know.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
no broadband back then, and
Yeah,
And,
Unreal Tournament 2, Let's go. Oh,
yeah, yeah. And our servers were based in Australia or the States. So you hooked up to
Wow.
a server in the States, you had blinking 700-800 ping. So
Yeah.
just imagine playing those bloody things then. Oh, mate.
yeah. And you were fine with 200 ping, right?
Oh,
200
yeah,
ping was a
mate.
good
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Now people cry if it's over 70.
So true.
Oh, doing it hard. So, like, in these discussions, like when I used to talk to my olds, they talk about going to school and, going through the snow, fighting a tani fire every day. Now it's like 700 ping stories. Mate. They played with 700 ping.
Yeah. Hey, content creator, myth and legends.
It would get to a point that if you had a rocket launcher,
Yeah.
you'd be
By the time I killed them, I was halfway through reloading.
they'd already killed me twice.
Yeah.
And you'd shoot 5 seconds ahead of where you wanted to shoot. So,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh man.
Had to learn how to tell the future to fire a rocket over there,
man.
he'll
Oh,
get there.
sure.
Before there was instant transmission, there was lag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, them was the good days.
Those are some good times. You see, Lucky, see? He's a
Yeah.
different type of talking to the old things. Like, I'm used to the old, snow and you jump in the cowpoops. Now it's like dial-ups. The sound that the dial-up makes. So, did anyone do they had to do the old, oh, hurry up and hop off, I have to make a call. It's important. Ring up.
Yeah,
ring up.
yeah.
What are you up to? That's not important.
Yeah, a couple of times, but it got to the point that because our household at the time was all gamers,
Yeah.
anybody wanted to use the phone, we went, no, you wait till we finish our game. And
Oh, these are lucky ones.
It's important enough, we'll get off, but nah, you wait till we finish the game.
I remember
Oh.
going over to my aunt's, used to use the dial-up internet. Hers, $5 for half an hour. And if you want to print out a page, it's 20 cents a piece. So, oh, okay. And I was busy on, trying to look for the next code hacks that I could get on various consoles. So, yeah. Which I want to ask you about, Matu. Can you remember all the consoles that you had growing up?
Oh, yeah. It was the Fountain. They had a bit of a dabble with the 64. Then we went to the Sega, first one.
Conflict?
and then to the Mega Drive,
Oh, she had one too. Nice.
and and then we had a Saturn,
Yep.
Sega Saturn. And by then, I think PlayStation was just starting to come out then. So
Yeah.
we went over to PlayStation, had a look at Xbox. Nah, didn't like that. And then just stuck with the PlayStation since then. Yeah, but
Well,
that was it really. But they always took a back seat to our PCs.
PCs.
You know, we'd
Yeah.
jump on the PlayStation or the consoles if we couldn't get onto the PC.
Yeah.
And my kids were like that. Yeah. And I remember Germax, I think when he was an intermediate, he was so good at bloody games that I said to him, well, if you want to buy a game, you have to save up so much and it's going to take a certain time. And he did, saved up all his money,
Yeah.
bought himself a
Jeez.
Mega Drive, 27 games. And he was just
Yeah.
over the moon, you know. And he'd be in his room days on end if we let him be.
Does
But,
anyone? Yep. Carry on.
You know, but that's where my eldest son got all his gaming from, just learning off the Mega Drive and go from there. And I feel that did him more because he earned it and he paid for it himself. You know, it wasn't a Christmas present that he gave him; it was something that he earned, and he enjoyed it a lot more. Oh, he wouldn't let it go for a while. Son said he got enough things. What did he try to have? You know, himself. No, Dad, not your dad.
Does anyone remember that, Larry? Like in the old, and that generation, I'd say even up to like PlayStation. Like you don't just like, you know, because as an adult you could just go buy whatever game you want within reason.
Yeah.
You know, but if you really wanted, you could go buy it. When you're a kid, you get maybe 2 guaranteed games a year. Your birthday and
Yeah.
Christmas, maybe, and that's if you've been good. And that's if the family could. Like, could you imagine that now being only to be able to get 2 games a year? Oh shit!
You know what the hardest
Hard.
part about that was?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that even then being that young and then you get that game. Alright? The hardest part was being able to put a time limit on yourself to get off that
Yeah.
game once you've got it. So
Yeah.
like, you've been good for all that amount of time just to be able to get that game. You've got
Yeah.
that game. Now in order for you to continue playing that game, you've still got to be good afterwards, and it becomes that much harder when you're playing it for hours on end. And I only know this because my father was also that guy,
Yeah.
and he would
I
get in
don't-
trouble
yeah.
for my mum.
I think it wasn't until like the mid 90s when renting was sort of normal. Like you didn't
Yes.
have to leave $50 to like rent a game
Yeah.
anymore. So like the ones who knew the struggle of which game to get, like 1 or 2 games a year, versus the RIP United video. Yep. We just
Yeah. R.I.P.
we just had our United video close this year, 2021.
Well,
Definite
Wow.
front business.
well,
Definite
Hard.
front.
Had to be.
Yeah, but
And
does anyone remember what it would be like to go and hire games on like a Friday, like at Video Easy or United Video or something like that?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. No, I used to do that a lot. Even that was for myself, you know. But I mean, the majority of the time it was for the kids.
Yeah, doing the what he's getting. No.
Yeah. Yeah. And even back then, they were telling me, "Oh, Dad, this is a good game. Oh, Dad, this is a good game." You know, I'm going, "Oh, shut up. I know. Now this is a better game." You know.
All along they wanted to get you to get the suck one and they get the good one? No.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of those video stores and hiring out video games from those stores, you know, they still hold, people hold very strong memories, or very thoughtful memories of times with their families, going spending ages looking at a video, turn it around, a video case, turn it around, look at the back, read the coordinate behind it, and it's like, oh, I should get that one or that one. Man,
Shit.
hey, good times, good times.
Yeah, good times. We
Yeah,
used to do it in
hard.
shifts, eh? Like, no shit, when Resident Evil 2 came out, this was us. I'd play it, fall asleep, and then Dre Okokore would just come along and yoink, next shift. Next shift on.
Oh man.
Oh no, them old days.
Uh,
Yeah, with your whānau matua, like what else do you hold dear to you? So you've got your gaming and music. Is there anything else that
our church, Te Haere Rātana, we're
Kia ora.
born and bred, we've been brought up in it all. And we hold that close to ourselves, our hearts, and such. I've brought all our kids up through it, and well, like I said, I've taken a back seat to the mai that I used to do within the hāhi, but it's all good. It's all good, and that's how I got to meet your mum, bro.
yeah.
It was through the hāhi.
Yeah.
So I've made a lot of friends, made a lot of people around the country and around the world, basically. So that will be morihi till the day we die.
Kia ora.
No changing that.
They often talk about everyone and usually always good things. Usually always good.
Always
Yeah.
Most
Always the good things, all fun.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of hoping to get old Simon on, but he's already crashed out.
No, can't play baby. All good.
But yeah, like just from meeting the whānau and all the stuff they do, and like knowing about the mahi you do. Again, like thank you for bringing everyone through and giving us.
Yeah.
Without you in the whānau, I wouldn't have my whānau having Niz's marble streams and.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't be being carried on Valorant every freaking week. You know. So it's
And
awesome.
just your name, your username. I mean,
Poharaguy?
the community already resonates. It
Yeah.
already relates. Such a relatable name. It's like, tell me you're from New Zealand without telling me you're from New Zealand.
It's only a recent name. I only blinking came across that name because I was. It used to be Pohara, but my original gaming name was Jammer, which got shortened. Like how things did. Got shortened to Jams, and then I kind of stayed offline for a little while, and then came back as Poharaguy. So that's where we're at. Really, nothing thing about it was just, yeah, that's cool. Hey, this relates to me at the moment. Poharaguy, yeah, this relates to me big time. And,
Yep.
Yeah. The other thing I find that's the other thing the other thing I find that's really awesome is having someone in your generation doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because then it shows there's no age limit, anyone can do it. And I do know the NG whānau and quite a few from the aggressive fam like coming in and listening to those types of yarns from that point of view. So I know a lot of the boys who just come in and like just spinning a yarn because it's basically what we like to do, don't we? Like it all comes down to it.
Yeah.
We all like to have
100.
that yarn. Like games sometimes becomes a second seat to the yarns, especially when they start getting pono. And then what better to have one of our matuas jump on, who have already done the mahi and a lot of mahi, and to share that experience with us. So again, that's another big ngā mihi to you, Poharaguy, and the point of view and whakaro you bring along to this platform.
Kia ora, thank you. No worries.
Oh, not the how old are you, Shosh, chat.
How young? Reword. So, is there anything in particular there, what as to why you took an interest in the truck sim? Because first time I seen you stream was on the truck simulator. What sparked that?
Oh yeah, okay. I was playing the game about a couple of years ago, and my PC wasn't really good enough to play it, so gave it a miss. So I kind of hung up my boots with the game, and then I think it was about 2 months ago I started watching streamers play the game, kind of kind of brought it all back to me, and wow, gee, I better kick that game back in again. I was having fun with it at the time. It was only because my PC was crap that it kind of spoiled the fun.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
well, started upgrading here and there, and yeah, so got back into the game, man.
Now
And
it's
my
running
kids
smooth.
were actually saying it. Hey,
Now it's running smoothly.
it is. It is.
Yeah. It's not
It
like
can
you go
still
along
run
the.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going along the Waikato Express and you get lag, eh? Getting the jitters.
Oh no, mate. I know.
Yeah.
Still get the odd lag blinking thing here and there, but yeah, it could still be better. But they wanted something to get us going because when when my eldest son said to me, "Dad, you should stream this game." He didn't realize that I was actually still playing the game. But I said to him, "But why do I want to stream?" He goes, "Yeah, well, everybody else is streaming." And I said, "Yeah, but why do I want to stream?" I couldn't really see the benefits of streaming. You
Yeah.
know, at that time it was like, nah, I just want to play the game. I just want to have a good time
Yeah.
and enjoy it. There's no, so all my kids jumped on that bandwagon and said, "No, Dad, you should start streaming." You should start. So I thought, oh, I'm going to give it a go. I've been
Yeah.
streaming for about a month now, or maybe a little bit longer. Not long,
Mm.
not long in the sense of streamers.
Yeah.
And he's enjoyed the bloody thing.
I'm glad
Oh,
they
boy.
convinced you.
Yeah,
That's-
no,
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, I'm glad they convinced you. Because your streams are relaxing. I love jumping into your streams and just watching a play the simulator, honestly.
Oh,
Oh.
It's funny because like we'll be watching another stream and then one of the bros will pop in. Matua Poharaguy almost tipped the truck and then be like, hey.
Oh.
So no, but I just want to make a personal shout out to Agent Kahu because he was a bro that advised me about you Matua, and he said, "Oh, bro, there's only two Matuas in this world that I ever watch on Twitch. One of them is you, and the other one is Poharaguy." And so I got a little bit curious. I was like, "Who's this Poharaguy?" Because I like the Matua status too, and then I seen that you're an actual Matua, and I was like, "Nah, I bet that." It was like, yeah, very grateful. So yeah, no, quite a few times being able to pop
Actual
in and have a
Matua.
watch.
Yeah.
And
Gotta
actual
be real,
Matua.
yeah.
Hard
Gotta be
out.
real though. The boys do have that respect too.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're still cheeky, but they're not as cheeky as the other ones, eh?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
No, I
yeah.
must say I've really enjoyed the company of the people that have come through Ngāti Gaming that have come onto the stream and all that. You know, it's been it's made the journey a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I can say that,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to just sit down, play a game, and have a cordial with, you know,
Yeah.
with like-minded people, but with fun
Yeah.
people at the same time, you know. So yeah, it's been cool. And no hanging up the streaming boots for now. That's for sure.
Oh, that's good to
Kapai.
hear.
Yeah, that is good to hear.
Idea anyone to even try and make it a bad experience for you because the whānau here are really protective as well, especially of our matua, you know, of our kuia.
100.
We do our best to ensure that you know you have a safe, fun, and enjoyable experience, especially in this space. So
Sure. Yeah, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
it does sound like an uncle you want to hang around, eh?
very
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
100.
definitely. Yeah.
Hard.
No, but once again, thank you fellas very much, eh? For welcoming me here, for inviting me here to live. You know, it's been an added experience to the journey that I'm on now at the moment. You know, so it's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Humble. Thank you. And
No,
it's really interesting too because like not only are we speaking with you, but again you're representing other streamers that are in the community as well.
Yeah.
You know, we've already built a strong relationship with your tamariki. So seen Bro Lingo made in there a few times in the chats with Prides, getting in on the Valorant buzz. So shout out there.
I didn't even know he played on like a professional level. What a humble guy. Frick, yeah. Shout out Lingo, the man.
Yeah.
Well, I knew your guys' family were amazing at games anyway, but frick, that's cool.
Joe the bro was actually. I'll just give him a little plug too. Sorry.
Yeah, didn't he place pretty high in a few comps?
He would.
In Fortnite, he was actually #1 in the world for a good season. I'm not too sure which season it was. For solos. So and it was a real eye opener for us, for him, the whānau, as to the amount of people that came through his streams and the good and the bad.
4, yep.
It was really, but it was awesome. It was awesome for him.
I was actually wondering how I was going to drag that out of you, shot for sharing.
Frick, that's mean.
Yeah. So all gamers.
Yeah.
Man,
that just goes to show if you do put time into it, what you can achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another thing we keep trying to do, because we all put limits on ourselves.
Yeah.
We all put limits on ourselves, thinking, "Oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that." No, you can. But at the same time, you just got to realize how much work is involved in what you need to do. So it's not an easy. You can do anything, whenever, whatever. It's don't limit yourself.
Can I also just say, for someone obvious that is, you've remained optimistic about gaming throughout all these years. You've defied that stereotypical view of gaming messes with your brain, or it's no good for you.
No, remember Mortal Kombat in the early 90s?
Yeah.
And if you go to the arcade, you're delinquent and all of that stuff.
Yeah. But no, you're definitely proof of people can utilize gaming as a way to move forward in life and actually do something great out of it, which doesn't often get the recognition that it deserves, especially from people of the older class. Because of their own stereotypical views on what gaming is like for people, and their own experiences. But the way that you set it up for your whānau, sounds like they had amazing upbringings. You're like, dad's a gamer, mum's a gamer. Oh man, I'm in the right fam.
I must say to you that with my kids, with our kids, they've treated us with a lot of humility and a lot of respect while online. And we don't expect that of them. We can all get together and play a game, and then we're all yelling at each other. But when it comes to talking to others, they humble me by them being that proud that they can say to their friends, "Oh, this is my mum. Oh, this is my dad." Without going, but my mum plays the game too. Oh, yeah, but my dad, and they won't shy away from introducing us to their mates and to different games and all that. I appreciate my children for giving myself and my wife that online presence, if you may. But offline, we're just a normal family. We all have our problems and stuff, but online, they're bloody awesome kids. Good to have around.
Awesome. Okay, I'm sure I can sense tears coming from their eyes from their last comment. It was a beautiful comment. No, that is beautiful. Man, would have been awesome to have your entire whānau on here.
Man, it would be.
Sure, we
Yeah.
can work it out. I'm sure. We can work
Yeah.
it out.
For the future,
For the
surely.
future, yeah.
Yeah.
All in good time when they're ready, but at this time we are very fortunate and very humble to have you with us. Thank you so much for coming on to the boil.
No,
Ka
Yeah,
pai.
thank you.
Should we get into it, James?
Sounds like a plan.
Ka pai, Chaka, I'm going to give this one to you.
Let's go. So I'm not sure if you know, but we have one special scripted question that we ask every boil, and that is, what is your favorite kai?
my favorite kai.
The kai of all
I
kai.
love to eat. That's a given. My
This has to be
favorite.
the most challenging question for any Māori, eh?
Koia. I still struggle with this one to this day.
I'm still low-key thinking about it. Oh, damn, I'm stuffed on this one. But
Yeah. I do love the boil up. Brisket. Brisket boil up.
Brisket,
Yes,
roll up.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Let's
yep.
see.
Brisket.
Yep.
It's got to have a bit of fat on it. I'm not too much
Yep.
into the lean
Yep.
lean brisket that we have nowadays. Got to have a bit of the fat on there with
sure, the flavour is,
Well,
eh? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the fine.
Yep.
Fine, can we get the potters on? Hey, can we get some pots in here?
Watercress, Doughboys.
Yep.
Not too much of a veggie man, so I will have the odd potato and kumara as such.
Mm.
But yeah, no, that is the kind that I will go to. Other than takeaways.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's
And when is the best time to have a matu?
what's that? Sorry,
When's the best time to have the ball up?
anytime, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime. But like you say, best time is second ball up.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Oh,
You heard it
Let's
right here,
go.
Fane. You heard it right here. See? Nah, beautiful. Thoroughly enjoyed that kōrero. Even with the happy ending. How's that? Mean. Okay, so let's get into it. Poharaguy, would you like to give a shout out? Any special mihi that you'd like to send out?
Yeah. Just to the farmer they come into the street, and I know majority of them are friends of my kids. You know that they've done a lot of promoting for myself while I've gone into the world of streaming. So they've just gone hard out and promoted. Apparently, I went affiliate in 3 days, so they did a really
Yeesh.
massive job for me, yeah, in that sort of sense. So big shout out to my kids and all their mates and all my new founded sons and daughters. Apparently, I have out there in online land. Yeah, so I made a few and kia ora, Dad. How are you, Dad? You know, so
Sounds like
uh,
Kahu.
big me to those guys. And to make go, yeah, you know, he's a stayer there guy. He's always in my stream, you know.
Cheer
Yeah, yeah. But no, other than that, yeah, no. Thank you guys. You know, the main that you guys are doing this. It's I would never, we would never have seen this sort of thing back in my day. You know, to have so many Māori in one space doing one thing, you know, that we all love. Wow, that's a hard thing to come across nowadays, especially online. To do a gaming, man, you guys are doing a fantastic job. And please keep it up, keep us involved wherever you can. If you need anything from me, you know, just give us a holler. Or give my publicist, and that's a call.
Let's go.
And yeah, and you know, we're here to help wherever we can. As myself, and I would say for my whānau too, wherever they can put in a helping hand to tautoko and awhi the kaupapa that you guys are running. So yeah, kia ora to one and all, kia ora tātou.
Hashtag grateful, whānau. Hashtag grateful.
Hashtag grateful.
Hopai. On you, Choco.
Oh, I just want to, man, I just super inspiring kōrero, and just wanted to thank you, Matua, for coming in, and your whānau. I was super excited for this talk because I just think what you guys do as a whānau is super inspiring, and I love all your guys' content, which is why I pop and stream as much as I can with you guys. So thank you guys for what you guys do. Shout out to chat. Kia ora chat. Saw your guys' comments, man, had been laughing. I saw a bit of tears there too. I can I sensed that there. But yeah, thank you again. No. Thank you guys again, and thanks Axie Matua. It was nice kōrero tonight, and I really enjoyed it. On to you, Axie.
Oh yeah, so I start off as always. To all our guests that we have, just giving us that bit of time. We always are mindful in terms of time. Like Matua says, you're taking time away from your whānau to be with us. So thank you. And through that again, thank you for sharing with us your whānau as well online. So, a bit of an oxymoron, taking time away to spend time. Just thank you there. Also through meeting you and the whānau on this platform is making me appreciate how small the world is. Because being from Waikato, we're whanainga, so kia ora matua.
Kia ora.
Chat always popping off. Like as Choco said, we've had the full spectrum of we had our laughs, we had our tears, at the pono yarns, and one other shout out, as separate from the boil. So on Monday was my 1 year streaming anniversary, and I'm going to take this as an opportunity to thank everyone who had come through. Definitely felt the aroha come through from our community. Like I can't even just say one community anymore, so I'm getting confused on the group. So I just go thank you to the New Zealand OCE and everyone who come through and showed the tautoko on the aroha on the night. Especially thanks to the NG boys who was giving a lot of positive feedback in terms of my 1 year. So big ngā mihi to everyone. Thank you, humbled, grateful. And again, last thanks to my co-hosts for making this something I look forward to every week. So ngā mihi Choco and the bro Matua Native. Now hand it over to you.
Cool. Okay, first and foremost, shout outs to Joe Mac, shout outs to Rongo, shout outs to Niz, shout outs to Joe the Bro, and shout outs to Lingo Mate for sharing your day with us on this kaupapa. Thank you so much. It was awesome having your dad on here to be able to share this kōrero, and can I honestly say he represented you as well. He represented you very well. And also a big shout out to your wahine ohua. Behind every amazing man is an even more amazing, beautiful, wonderful queen, as you know.
9 times out of 10, you're right.
Yeah. And having their wahine there to be able to hold the fort down as well. And keep us sane so that we can be the good men that we can be for our whānau. You know, it's only right that that mihi be sent out, or that credit be given where it's due. Shout outs to Pukikoi. Had some good times with Puki. Yeah, lived in Puki, lived in Waiku. So to the Franklin district. Big shout outs to the homes. And also to you e hoa. he mihi mitunga kore tēnei ki a koe mō aumahi rangatira ki Wanganui a tātou, ki runga i te taha whakapaoho. Humble in all ways, beautiful in all ways, you know, very difficult to fault, if anything, you know,
Too humble.
yeah, exactly,
Ah,
you know, yeah, we, jeez, I got no words to express. Kumara does not say how sweet it is, and on here we try to encourage people to not be like the Kumara, but be like the Riwai and just show off. It's okay, but
Yeah.
yeah, but I guess in this sense it can't be helped. No, thank you for being a part of our kaupapa. Thank you for being a part of the kaupapa. And thank you for inspiring our people through the stream in one way or another. Ngā mihi kia koe. And with that said, whānau, it looks like we're reading our Suplexity in history tonight. Is he on the hot seat?
He's on the hot seat.
He's on the hot seat, whānau, so we're going to go to toko our bro that's on the hot seat. Nā reira, ki te iti, ki te rai, huri noa. Tēnā koutou, chur bro, please take a photo, pō Māori e whānau, and that's us. We
Māori
are
e
out.
Hola, pomare. Bye.
So to do a mental countdown.
Ka whai.